Welcome to Investors Corner, starring Chrissy and the absolutely amazing squad at Florida Beaches Real Estate. And yes, I am patting myself on my own back.
There, guys. So, welcome back to another
Please
podcast
put all
of
phones away.
Investors Corner.
Thumbs down, Jordan.
I was looking at
Look,
my
I know you guys are
Testing.
busy realtors. There has to be just like 20 minutes of quietness. No, I'm just kidding.
I was honestly looking at my notes. But yes,
You wrote notes?
You wrote notes?
I wrote 2 notes just
Really?
so I had questions. Yes,
Really? What kind of questions do you have today?
you will see them soon.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I'm
Or at least hear
excited.
them.
I know, right?
No,
I'm glad
I'm
you.
gonna write it out and put it up. Hold it. See, I got it right here.
I'm glad Tony can talk after you just like made him cough up a lung over there when you hit him. Oh, I can't believe you came prepared today. Like I am shocked, Jordan. Taylor, do you have to deal with this every day?
Every single day.
Isn't it just amazing?
It's we actually have a lot of fun in
Yeah,
the office.
I can see how it could be like a family, little sister, older brother type deal here.
Whoa.
Grandpa.
Grandpa,
Whoa! Older brother's good. Older brother's good.
Which one's the grandpa?
Grandpa. Are we talking about Tony or Jordan or both?
It depends on the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whoever hurt themselves worse than
Whoever's grumpier that day.
Yes.
That's true.
Oh my goodness.
And
Well,
it's usually Jordan.
Yeah, I'm the grumpier of the two for sure.
9.9 out of 10 times. But we shake him out of his grumpiness.
no, I can see that because like he seems like he could have a little bit of a flare up every once in a while, but Tony is like all the time, like happy on a camel,
Well,
going travel
On a
world.
camel.
Like he's always
I
on a
don't know about
dromedary
that.
in his world.
Oh.
Always.
It all depends what the doctor tells me, First it's my bicep, then it's this and that, and I can come in and I can be a little
Well,
down.
I thought the bicep was because of abuse. You
well,
claimed.
it is.
Speaking of abuse, while we're on this topic, because I want to get controversial just for a second. Who's your free pass for an athlete? If you are allowed, okay, like this stays
What's free
between
pass?
a free pass athlete, woman athlete. If
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
allowed
answer
to go
that's pretty,
hook up with any athlete and your wife, and you had a free pass
Oh.
too. So,
Oh my
who would you pick?
Well.
How do you not get in trouble with this?
Jordan?
Okay, I'm just gonna say this is just for.
Let Jordan answer this one.
Well,
I
I'll
thought
let
you were
Jordan
saying
answer
it
first.
was Jordan.
It is Jordan.
I'll
Jordan.
I want you both to
I got
answer.
the correct answer. Yeah, my wife, 2007 cheerleading champion of UCF.
Hall of
My
Fame.
hall pass is.
Oh, he's
back
getting a
there.
free dinner tonight.
Yeah, Hall of Fame
Homemade dinner.
cheerleader, won everything.
Tony, can you beat that?
So.
No.
What? You can't beat that?
I really
Isn't
don't
your
have
wife-
one. I really don't
Doesn't
have
she
one, to be
compete?
honest.
She's an athlete.
Oh, yeah.
right?
She's amazing.
So you guys won't like you won't even give us a little.
I really don't have anyone in mind.
My
Really?
PR
Yeah.
training is really good.
2020.
My-
What about you, Taylor? Who would you?
I work
Hey,
really hard to
Mindy
PR
now
train
is
them.
as good as back then.
All right, we'll go back to. Are you single? Can we
Yes.
ask you this question? Who would be your pass?
Oh, I
She
Male
doesn't-
athlete.
She doesn't have to have a pass. That's
I
the point.
really don't have anyone in mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you watch any sports in particular?
I do. I watch a lot of sports.
And you can't think of one male athlete that you just are like, he's really hot.
No.
Wow. I picked the wrong question for this crowd. We're gonna have to go to a single. I have
Well,
to call Christy B back.
we all know who yours is.
Yo, yeah, I said Nick Boza earlier. There's just something about a lineman with dark hair, and he just. Well, Jordan, you saw the women love him.
He's a beast.
Yeah, it's all over Facebook. So, but I'll have to go back
Gorilla.
to Christy B with this question. You guys failed miserably.
Epic fail.
Epic fail.
So we're gonna switch gears and go to some of the material that you want to talk about today.
Well, we want to introduce Taylor. She's been with the company. She's actually probably our longest tenured agent
am.
by far.
Besides
my mom. But she's been with us since we started Florida Beaches, and she's been a big part of our marketing for the whole brokerage. She's started off doing it for herself, and we just love what she did, and she's kind of jumped in and does a lot of co-marketing with me and Tony, with the brokerage itself, and does a lot of promotional stuff. She's also jumped into a role, and we discussed this in previous shows, where we do a lot of volunteer type stuff. but she's kind of my right hand for all my volunteer stuff. So she's showing up to the Ed Foundation. She's showing up to the Margarita Ball. She put on a really awesome goods market this weekend in Flagler Beach, which was a phenomenal success. It was probably the best one we've done as a Valentine's Day market. Why don't you fill us in a little bit, either about yourself or about the market that you just did, because that's great, and the next one coming up. Be a good plug.
Yes. Well, we don't have a date set for the next one yet, but we usually do them every other month. This was our first one of the year, and it's really hard, in my opinion, in an area like Flagler Beach, where you're charged a premium for location, for small businesses and people who like make goods out of their house and sell like beautiful things, to get retail space. It's very difficult. Like, there's a big barrier to entry there. So we started doing like artisan markets, and we try to switch it up, have different people come every time. People are introduced to new small businesses that they might not have known about before. I try to personally buy almost all of my stuff from small businesses, because that like Target doesn't notice if you're going to make a purchase or not, but someone.
So is this market at your office?
Yes.
In
So
Flagler Beach?
At the building, we have like this outdoor space outside of the coffee shop. So everyone kind of sets up out there. It's beautiful. You can see the ocean.
Oh, that's really cool.
You're shopping around.
Nice little breeze going
the
on.
weather
Yeah.
this weekend was perfect.
It was
so-
beautiful. And then we also have a charity every time that is a beneficiary. So we'll
Oh, that's
raffle
awesome.
off like a basket or something and have them set up a table as well, so they can collect additional donations and people can just learn more about what they do. So this market, we had Fostering Connections, and they do a lot of great work with foster children in our local community. They do Volusia, Flagler, St. John's, Putnam, and Duval, I believe. And so they were our beneficiary
You
this
guys
time.
do a lot for the community. Your whole office does. It's like really impressive.
It's kind of a requirement when we do our hire, like when people are coming in to interview with us, is like we at least see that they have a desire to give back in some way, shape, or form. There's no like requirement that you have to participate, but to have the heart towards that is honestly a fairly large requirement for me when I'm approving an agent to come over to us, because just the desire to do that in itself, it doesn't mean you have time, because we have single moms. You have all different types of life situations, so it's not a requirement, but the desire to give back is very important.
While you're here, because she just looks a little younger than you guys. When you're in real estate, just starting off.
A little.
Yeah, going back to the grandpa and grandchild. How do you feel customers take you? Like, are they more serious with you, or do you think that they're more serious with the older group, or like with your experience as a whole? Like, because you're a very experienced realtor now and have been for several years with his company. How do you feel like people look at, like, do you feel like they like the older crowd or they like the younger crowd, or?
I think it totally depends.
Because there's so many young realtors in our area that do really well for themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think it really depends on people and their viewpoints, right? Like, you're going to have people who have never met me before and automatically kind of make an assumption. And I really can't do anything about that besides excel at what I do, and hopefully they change their opinion. But then I have investors and incredible clients that I've worked with for years that just know how I operate, know how I do my job, and they continue to come back and work with me. So I definitely think there's an element of having to prove yourself, but I've always been motivated by that. So
generally speaking, is knowledge outweighs youth, and you can see that in multiple ways throughout the world. But Taylor, for instance, I would say she's probably one of the top knowledgeable land people in this area. Honestly, I pride myself on understanding land development, things like that. She came in with a title background, because she actually worked at a title company for a little while too.
Oh, wow.
And then came into real estate, and her family actually has a background in developing land as well. So her land knowledge and commercial license knowledge is actually above and beyond the average realtor by far. So she actually is polishing up her residential side, or what was when she first came over, more than the commercial and the land side, which usually the land and commercial side, that doesn't even come into the picture for most agents
Until later
way
on.
later or at
Yeah.
all. So it's pretty
Well,
impressive.
I think
her
people have
knowledge
this
base.
misconception that a realtor is so, like, it's all on you, like you're the person, but you have a great team behind you. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people, they don't put that in perspective. Like you have a team
Right.
if you work for an agency, and they help you, and they come with all different things. Like someone could be better at social media, someone could be better at closing land, like you said, instead of residential. Like there's so many parts of it, so it's not just self. It's a team atmosphere.
Right. I mean, no matter who the agent, whether you're in your 30s like Jordan and I, or
I can't take you seriously.
but for
No one can.
When you're out riding a camel, or dromedary.
right. But no matter your experience or your age or whatnot, laws and different types of marketing are continuously changing. So as long as you have an open mind, we do have a great team here at Epi Real Estate Company. So we bounce ideas off each other and rely on each other a lot because, like I said, laws are continuously changing. So having an open-minded willingness to learn is like the key factor with any agent, whether you're 30 like Jordan and I, or in your 20s like Taylor. Jance. I got that right. Normally I tease her and say Jancy.
Yeah.
But
He's the one that
it's
says
Jance.
Jancy.
Yeah, I like saying Jance.
Who's around more at the office?
Ooh.
Tell the truth.
It really depends
But-
because
When Tony's in town or out of town?
exactly.
I live
If
vicariously through you on Facebook and your tour, your
You know,
worldwide tours.
Tony's not been in the country lately.
Yeah, I know. When's
I
the next
would
trip?
My God,
Isn't it in 6
Jordan,
months?
go ahead.
Costa Rica.
Oh,
We're both
so
going to
wait a
that.
minute.
We're
How?
both
Wait,
going.
wait.
I'll be
So,
talking to the walls.
I was just gonna say, what do you do when they both go away? Is that allowed?
He's going to teach me how to surf in Costa Rica.
yeah, I don't know who's supposed to be
bastard.
picking up those
What
phone
month are you
calls.
going? Like July,
We're not
June?
going in the best surf months, but we're taking the wives and some other
Is it
friends.
during
the
like
crew.
the hot time when the market is booming right now?
No.
Oh, okay. So you go
always
on
booming.
slow.
It's always booming for us.
Oh, well. I thought you said when you're on like a previous show that usually the summertime tends to be a little busier.
Well, no, like right now for me is my busy season.
Oh,
So
okay.
January through May is my busy season. Tony is, one of the reasons why it works really well for us because his second half of the year is better than his first half. So he's.
So when you're on a dromedary, wait a minute, no, that came right
I'm
before.
selling on
I was
dromedaries.
just-
You see,
So
you
I'm-
see-
You're a Christmas
I'm looking for
salesman.
agents on dromedaries. I'm the Sahara. I'm
You're looking for
continuously
Santa
working.
Claus's elves, is what you're looking for.
I'm on vacation, but am I really on vacation?
No.
You
Well, at
know?
least you're taking the wives this time, and well, actually, he took his wife last time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that seems like a good family trip. I wonder why they left you out.
Someone's got to answer the phone calls.
Wow, that's true. That's true. So Tony's around. I guess you would say Tony's around more in the office.
Yeah.
We're both around a lot, I think.
Well, I'm there in weird hours. So
Yes, I was gonna say Tony's.
You got kids. It's a little different.
Tony's there at 8 a.m.
Well, it all depends if you count the
8
Bible
a.m.?
study
Well,
that Jordan
I'm,
runs.
I'm there at
on
like
Fridays.
5:30 a.m.
Do you work out in the morning early, or do you work out later in the afternoon?
Work on the morning.
You do. Well, I was gonna say, how you get to the office by 8, all chipper and stuff. You need
I try to get there by 8, and then I leave for CrossFit in the afternoon. So I work out in the afternoon.
Oh,
I'm
so you're
not
an
really a
afternoon guy.
morning kind of workout kind of guy.
I love the 5 o'clock in the morning,
Oh,
and then you're
I tried that.
You just
You're
feel so
done for the
amazing.
day.
You feel
Yeah,
so
I
amazing.
I tried that. And, I worked out a few days at 5 a.m. Then by like 1,
You're not able to sell a house.
I'm just tired. So I'm just like, I'd rather have more energy while I'm working and then take a bunch of, pre-workout before I work out and get fake energy.
You know why you're getting tired?
Is that
Here we
nap
go.
time? Nap time for the
Diet.
grandpas?
Diet.
My diet has been really good, though. You've been very proud of me. in
What do
Morocco,
realtors
okay?
eat for breakfast?
2 eggs, over easy, 60 calorie, like a seed toast, a little bit of.
Oh, a little
organic
health guru
cheese,
over
Yeah,
here.
I was going to say nails.
Some lactose-free cottage cheese.
Oh my gosh. So I guess Jordan's like the health nut of your group. Like,
Oh,
does he bring like cool snacks in, or is it all health stuff?
He is definitely. I got to admit.
You look more like a sandwich or like a breakfast sandwich kind of guy.
Well, I'll tell you, and this is a true story. There was a
We know
party
she
down.
drinks protein
There's a
shakes.
party down at. It was one of our mutual friends' birthday parties down in Daytona. And there was a big crew of, CrossFitters, this and that. So I ordered, cheeseburger, this and that. And I look over, I see Jordan eating a salad with salmon. I was thinking, this is before I joined the thing. I was like, I freaking hate that guy. But yeah, he eats very clean.
Well, he's ready for the day to take all of his
I've
people
never
out. That's what
hated
it is. He just wants to be like you. That's
I do.
natural.
It's
yeah.
just too hard.
It's just
It's just too much dedication going on there.
Tony loves food.
It's
I'll
funny
take
because
it.
now we all have the same lunch order, and it is a salmon salad.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I'm telling you, I'm
They
behaving.
made me
more.
buy it for him too.
I've dropped 15
Hey, that's
pounds
a tax write-off.
while I was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you did good while you were
You
gone.
ate
pretty-
salmon? You ate salmon salad?
I ate salad with salmon, yep.
Did it kill you?
Almost.
Almost. I was gonna say,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, almost.
Well,
I would say the mercury, but I think that's in the tuna.
he knows his fish, right, Jordan?
He knows his food.
So while we have Taylor here, is there any other topics or real estate you wanted to?
Well, I'd like her to hit on what it takes to be like top professional in marketing in this day and age, because marketing has really changed.
She's
and
great at it.
She's phenomenal at it, and that's one of the reasons we love having her around us.
You have to teach them the social media
That
aspect
and
of
all-
marketing.
Yeah,
Well,
that and all of her
she-
witty
she-
charm.
She keeps us current. So I actually do have a degree in marketing, and I have a big background
Really?
in marketing. But I also, once you get a certain amount of referral basis, because real estate's about getting your referral basis up. So
Yeah.
we're very fortunate to be where we are because we've had enough time in the market and
You
compounded
pound the
interest.
pavement for
Yeah.
years to get there.
But keeping current on marketing is very important,
Mm-hmm.
and she kind of does that for me now. I don't have to worry about it, which is phenomenal because I don't want to worry about it. But it does. She makes us.
So
shoot
what
the
does Jordan
videos,
make you do?
No, she makes
Taylor?
us do it.
Oh,
It's the
wow,
other
she
way
makes you do
around.
it.
Algorithms and
Oh, we're
This and-
all about algorithms too on a podcast, so we
she's
get
preaching
it.
it all the time.
Absolutely. I think to stay current, you have to have your finger on the pulse, and you have to, I mean, as my generation calls it, be chronically online.
Yeah.
I think you have to spend a lot of time on social media and the internet just to know what's going on, because it's become more and more fast-paced with like short form content being on the rise.
Do you think you can get more business just doing short form content than actually going door to door and sitting at a bar to get referrals?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, look at your volume. We've
Yeah.
had TikToks get tens and thousands of views. And think, how else are you reaching 10,000 people? What are we going to send out 10,000 mailers? Like,
Jordan's
See, we
paying
used
for
to have
that.
to go to 10,000 doors and knock on them. Remember
exactly.
that, Alan?
But
I don't see
that's-
Jordan doing that.
Oh, we do it locally in Flagler, but yeah, we don't really.
I mean, that would take a hot minute to
Yeah.
get to 10,000 people.
I mean-
So I think it expands your reach a lot. I mean, you're able to reach more people than ever
must.
before.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's a must nowadays.
So one of the big things with marketing is how do you take that large reach and compact it into the people you want to hit, and that's the harder issue.
Yeah. Well, then you think about it, that also, like, if you're out here just socializing, not everyone that you meet is out of state, but now you're grabbing that out of state group. And, you know, like this week, you've got race fans coming in, you got bike fans coming in, you've got the new hotel coming in, you've got all these people that are going to be traveling. I mean, I used to sit at Cinnamon Beach, the country club, and or the club over there, and just like hang out because the amount of people you can meet in the hammock area that come in and out is crazy.
Is that when Baines Barbecue was up?
Yeah.
I mean, social
My
media.
kids love the little area over there, the play area.
This gives good spot. We got a couple condos in there for sale.
Yeah,
check 'em out.
Cinnamon Beach is, and no one really talks about it, and it's like a little hidden gem.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Social media is obviously in today's day and age a must do, but I really feel face-to-face kind of interaction, kind of like whenever I would sit at open house, I would walk around, print up flyers, invite all the neighbors. I'd walk door to door, about 50 to 100 doors, invite all the neighbors, let them know that for an extra service to our sellers, that I walk around and invite the neighborhood to see if they have any friends or family that's looking to move to the area, because right then is the perfect time for them
Yeah.
to pick their neighbor. So then, walking around and giving that personal touch, and then them seeing you, on social media, closing deals and having fun and having great people like
I've never heard
Taylor.
that before. Pick your neighbor.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
people get a right realtor so you can pick your neighbor. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want somebody that you don't want in there.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. If you have a family member looking to move to town, you want them close to you. Right now is the perfect time. I'm selling a house right down the road, or we are selling a house right down the road.
And there's a lot of people, and especially in our market in Florida, that aren't not on social media. So you do have to have that outside reach.
Yeah, the older
face-to-face
crowd.
is huge.
Yeah.
Like a little
Keep-
older than Jordan and Tony, they don't really do the internet very much.
But that's why, I mean, you show up just
We're
a
all the
little,
same age.
just a little older.
Yeah, you're one to be talking.
I know. I don't think we're grandparent status yet.
I could
It's
be.
just, it's an
You
energy.
definitely
Oh,
could
it's an
be.
energy. But see, they see so high energy, and that's a great thing too about real estate. You need the high energy, but I mean, it depends on what Tony eats in a day. But
Man.
Oh,
Gotta
my
talk him in
stomach
fork.
hurts.
You ain't gonna believe what I ate.
How much Do we have time for another question?
Yeah,
At least.
yeah.
All right, Taylor. I wanted you.
Are you going to your notes?
Yeah, I am.
I see.
What value do you get from being part of the FB family?
I love how he has to read it from his phone.
Well, I want to make sure I'm.
It was a
asking
very
right.
short question.
I know it was a very short
You
question.
gotta love it though. I mean,
He wants you to talk about how much you love him, so go ahead. I'll let him have the floor.
Well, this is why Taylor. Loves
She's
it.
gonna need.
I know, right?
She's gonna need a lot of time for this segment. So
Taylor, were you coerced, held down, or kidnapped for this segment to talk about how great Jordan is as a boss? She's giggling, so
It's
I don't
funny
know.
because he did buy himself a mug that says "World's Best Boss."
Oh man, that is so bad. So like, if it came from your kid or something, it'd be so different, like World's Best Boss or Dad or something. But the fact that you bought
Take
it,
it back.
oh my goodness. I hope
That's
your wife's
classic.
listening to
I
this.
love it. Heck yeah, I am. Look, it says it right there on the mug.
Read it and weep.
It says it right
Look,
there.
I gave you
It's
brownie
from-
points
it's
for
from The
picking your
Office.
wife for the
It's from The
athlete, but
Office.
now you just got knocked down 10 pegs with the cup.
Brittany's gonna wake up and find world's best husband. Up
I
in
know.
The, up in the cupboard.
Who gave that to you? My
Right
other
there,
girlfriend.
Brett, look, it says it right
It's
there.
owner Jamie's. I got.
She's like, "Where'd you get that from?" I got it from an employee at the office. Sorry. So I guess you do like working for them. Obviously, you wouldn't have been there as long as you have if you didn't.
Yes.
So
I mean, it is truly best of both worlds as far as, you have two incredible agents and brokers that have how many years of experience?
24
I got 17.
now.
Yeah, so a lot.
that's a lot.
I had to do math.
And
24.
you
Very good
have
one.
Well,
have-
I hope they're not messing with your money because it doesn't seem like they can add it up.
they
That
don't-
comes with age, so just make sure you got a calculator
They
ready.
do not do that part.
Do you do that part?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Absolutely not.
All right.
But we do that part.
We'll have to
So,
get with
yeah,
your
we have
mortgage broker
checks
and title
balances.
company, all those good people, to make sure that they got everything in check for you guys.
We have wonderful people that support us. I will say.
Got a great team.
So, but well, it seems like you work with a really great group. So
Absolutely. And again, you
all
get
the experience.
all the experience, and all of us are technically individual agents, but within the brokerage we operate much more like a team.
That's awesome.
So you get to build off of everyone else and ask a million questions if you need to, and have like that hand holding if you need it. Like I've seen with newer agents and with people who need like that guidance every step of the way until you kind of get in your groove and figure out what's going on. But even in real estate, like you could be in real estate for 20 years and have something come up that you've never seen before or that's never happened before. It's always new stuff. And I think that's what keeps real estate very exciting and high energy.
Every transaction's different.
You're always going to learn something
Yeah.
no matter how long you've been in it. And I personally love that. But you have the likeliness of someone else within the brokerage having gone through that with Tony, with Jordan, with Karen. I mean, she's a wealth of information as well. So you have so many people who have more than likely been through what you're facing for the first time, and they're always there to answer questions, and they're always there to help the agents out. And that's really, I've met agents that it's very hard for them to get in touch with their broker, and I don't think that I could thrive in an environment like that. So I think it is important to have that resource and have it be very accessible,
Yeah.
because I think that's really what sets you up for success.
Well, that's awesome. I'm gonna let one of you guys close it out today.
Jordan.
You're good. You're good at it.
Jordan doesn't have notes
Oh,
on this,
all
Tony.
right.
You're gonna have to help him out.
We want to thank everybody for joining us today at Investor Corner, starring Chrissy, the amazing Taylor Jance, and Jordan and Tony.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
If you want to hear more from the Investors Corner podcast, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow along for the next episode.